Nithyanandam, everyone.
Nithyanandam, everyone.
I'm here with my awkward husband. This is Prasiddha, or the Kundalini Yogini, as some of you guys know me. And today we're going to dive into one of my husband's favorite topics, but one I usually haven't spoken about. So I wanted to dive a little bit into this today, just because I feel it's really important to share with you guys, so that at least, even if you don't agree, you've heard the other side of things and can at least weigh your options so you can figure out the truth for yourself. So that topic is why we stopped watching mainstream media news, or reading the mainstream media news, and why really you should too. So I'm here with my husband. He is the Blissful Athlete on YouTube, and we just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why we stopped doing this and how it's actually impacted our lives in a very positive way. So the main thing I'm going to focus on today is just kind of sharing some information which I found really fascinating to learn as I was in my spiritual path, and came to know a lot of it even through this guy actually. But the information which I think why it's so dangerous is the news portrays itself as balanced in a way that you always see two sides, right? It makes a false dichotomy to make you believe that there is different opinions that you're seeing. And this is where the danger comes in, right? You have a Fox News, you have, what's the other one? CNN, sorry, it's been a while. Like a CNN, right? Which is a liberal, a left-hand news, and then you have like the right kind of news. But Republican, this kind of a thought current. And always you're seeing the news portrayed this way, how it's this versus this, right? You're reading an article and it's this versus this. It's this versus, and it's always this paradox. Why I find this so fascinating is because my whole life I believed this too. I thought when I read one article or watched one video from this news channel that I was hearing that perspective or I was hearing this perspective. The dangerous thing about this is completely wrong. They're both coming from the same place and the same people. So this may sound a little weird because you're thinking the information is completely different, right? The information is completely one or the other. But the whole game of it is exactly that. Is that the stories that's being focused, the topics that's being focused, the people, the places, the things, all of that is orchestrated in a very beautiful way to program you into thinking exactly what they want you to think. Okay, and I know this is starting to sound really conspiracy, but it's honestly true, and if you start researching for yourself, you'll see. So here's some facts we're going to share with you. There's actually 6 major news companies, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only, which run the entire media that you see in your day-to-day life. This includes, can you share?
Almost entire,
yeah.
Roughly 90% of all mainstream media is coming from 6 major companies. They are Viacom, Comcast, Disney, News Corp. Who else?
Yes,
a couple other
ones, yeah.
But ultimately, all these other companies are funneled underneath these, and so that's including the Fox News, the CNNs, the CBC is one of the other major companies. But all these small little media outlets, they all fall underneath one of these 6 major corporations, and so it's really important to understand that roughly 230 executives control more than 250 million Americans' minds.
Information. The main thing is they are channeling the information that gets to you, that gets to all of us, and so instead of believing or even feeling, even at a subconscious level, that you're getting information from a wide variety of sources, you're getting it from a handful of people who run multi different companies in the same organization. So it's basically almost becoming monopoly, which we most of us know that America is really going that way, even though we're supposed to have laws against that. People find very creative ways to get around that, and media is one of them. The media powerhouses are some of the most wealthy in the world, and they truly control so much of your beliefs. And so just why I wanted to share this today, though, specifically, is just to empower you to to, bring a little depth to the information that you're getting. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The stories that you're seeing, even, like one shot, if you're only seeing, there's a whole movie and you only see one clip of it, it's exactly like our media, right? There could be a whole picture, but you're only seeing one frame. This is the danger. So, really, we urge you guys to research on your own. The internet is a beautiful tool. Of course, the internet is actually even subjective to this also. But, know where you can find alternative information, alternative sources of information, different thought currents. At least broaden your spectrum so you know that you're not only hearing one thing. Because, at least I learned in my life, what I thought I believed was only what I was told. Was only what I was told I believed. And for many, many years I never questioned it because I thought that was my own belief. But I was incorrectly correlating myself to what other people told me I should believe. And only until I started looking for information myself, only trusting what I found, what I experienced, that is when I truly started learning. When I truly started expanding my thinking, understanding what actually was going on in the world, what I wanted to do, how I could effectively do things. And so I urge you guys to branch out. I mean, there's, for example, right, instead of watching something like even Netflix, you could watch a channel like Gaia. I think that's how you say it, right? Gaia? Yeah. There's a really beautiful spiritual kind of alternative thinking, scientific consciousness network, which is called Gaia. I think it's on the internet.
Gaia.
Oh, sorry, Gaia. It's on the internet, I think, like on you can search it. And you can, same kind of thing, you can subscribe to it, but there's a lot of awesome documentaries, which are totally different kind of thought currents than what you're seeing on the TV. So all these kind of things, these tools do exist. Luckily, we have a resource of wealth. And I think one of the most beautiful forums, thank you, Wendy, yes, Gaia. One of the most beautiful forums is actually YouTube, which is why we do what we do, because of this exact reason, that we want to be one of the voices which is giving a different thought current of information out to the world, a thought current which people are looking for, which people need, which sharing information which we've come across in our journeys. So just get educated, know what you're hearing and who you're hearing it from. At the very least, just know that, so that you know what perspective the information is getting channeled to you from and why. We won't dive too much into that. Is there anything you wanted to add on that?
Oh yeah, did you link that one video in this?
Oh yeah, in the description of this video, I linked one video. So after we tune off, I'd urge you guys to check it out.
This is blown up already. You've probably already seen it, but it's a bunch of puppets saying the same thing, and they're news anchors, and they're literally given a script of what to say on a daily basis. And even though you'll see in this video that news anchors from all across the country are saying the same exact thing because they're just given a script of what to say, nothing has changed. Millions of people have probably seen this video, and I bet nothing else has changed. They probably do the same exact thing where they say the exact script that they're given, and they don't have a single 2 cents about it. But that's posted in the link below.
Yeah.
Check that out. It's definitely interesting to see. And this has happened multiple times where people put together videos that show
really creepy kind of clips from the news channels saying like robotic same thing over and over again.
Understand, like Prasiddha is saying, that they're infusing a thought current within you. They're giving us the opinions that we should be thinking on various different subjects, and it's called television programming for a reason. That's what it first came out as, television programming. And so it's because it's programming you. It's giving you subconscious thought currents. And so this is the whole conspiracy side of things that Prasiddha doesn't want to get into, which is completely okay because it's a whole other topic. But check out that link below, and that'll kind of give you a bit of a...
I think it'll spark your curiosity, and maybe you'll start researching yourself, because this was super fascinating for me. And I never wanted to hear it when it was from someone else, but when I saw for myself there was something going on there, it really opened my eyes and helped open my mind to knowing and getting more accurate information, finding good resources, doing my own research, and really educating myself that way. So that's all we wanted to share with you guys today. But hopefully you guys check out the video, dive a little into these thought currents. I know it can be a little intimidating and scary to question things that you know and things that you're comfortable with, but that's how we grow. That's how we learn. So yes, let's evolve together.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys soon. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.